All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 761 for this beautiful Tuesday evening. Yeah, and this hot August nights, because it's just the way it is. So we're glad that you're here. Hopefully you guys are in the air conditioning, staying cool and ready to get your study on. This is that free 30-minute of study where we do those test-taking techniques. We give you those skills that pays the bills. It helps you get that edge that you've been looking for to get those pass notices. First off, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. I answer all the phone calls, text messages, but you're not here for my coffee go-getting and my secretarial skills, no. Even though I have great legs for it. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know, so that way you too can flex hard this summer. Because why, Brandy?
It's a hot past summer.
There you go. And that's right. We want to get you your pass notice, and it starts by learning a little bit of techniques. So tonight we're going to have test-taking techniques, like I said, and we're going to get right to it. No time to waste.
I'll get it. I did it.
I did it.
Oh, yeah, I did it. Whatever that song
I love that song. It gets me always fired up. I love that song. DJ Khaled. Best music. I don't know if it's the best music, but it's good. All right, everybody. If you want to join in on our online, on-course demand, on-demand videos, what does that mean? That means you have class, you have course when you need it, when you want it. What time zone? All time zones. Doesn't matter what time zone you're in. You want to have courses, you want to have class in Hawaii at 5 in the morning? Go for it, bro.
Yes.
Brother, right? I don't know. I'm not going to try.
Bruh.
But I'm butchering it so bad. But I just want to say, again, we are all praying for Hawaii, by the way.
Absolutely. Even
all our brothers and sisters out there.
Even in the recovery.
All of it. All of it. I can't wait to get out there and give them some of my tourist dollars, so that way they can help rebuild some of that area. Especially all the native folk out there gonna need it.
Yes.
But getting back to it, if you need to have those courses and you're sitting in New York, you're not on the same time zone as Hawaii, it don't matter. You can be like Tim in Ohio. It don't matter. You have it whenever you need it. Audios, videos, it's all there. You got the study guides, SIE 663, $20 each. E-books, can print them out. So if you study in the 1900s and you love to mark up your pages, get them Cheeto stains all over the pages, just shows that you studied. Coffee rings. I know. I get you.
Yeah.
When I studied, that's how we knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that as well. Orientation replay explains all that we do, price breakdowns, all that great stuff. Kona Community, that is our 24/7 study hall. That's where you can leave messages for Brandy. You can get questions answered. You can do all kinds of great stuff over there. I know Brandy was active in there the last few days, so it pays to be on there.
Yes, it does.
You can reach me at 866-8-KONA, 866-439-5662, or you can reach me on Telegram. How do you get to all this great stuff? Scan the QR code, hit the links in the chat, and you're in. You're in like Flynn. All right, guys. We got live session reminder tomorrow for the Series 65. It's a doozy. It's going to be math.
Yeah.
Now, normally we tell people if you're a member, you get access to all the live sessions.
Yes.
And there's always carryover for the SIE, the 63, the 26, all the different ones in the Series 65. There really is.
Yes.
And it helps you out.
Yes.
Tomorrow, never mind any of that. If you're a Series 65 only, because if any of y'all studying for the SIE or any of the other exams and you go in that 65 and you see the math that's involved, you might poop your pants. I'm just going to say
That is a direct quote from Andy.
That you might.
Yes.
Because you might hit the panic button and you're like, this is just too much.
Yes.
You're not ready for it yet. You got to level up to that.
Right.
And there's a lot of things that you don't need to know and need to do when it comes to 65 math. Brandy's going to simplify it. So if you are taking the 65, I don't want to intimidate you. I want you to encourage you to make sure that you're in there, because we do have some insight, and to make it a lot simpler for you.
Yes.
Really easy.
Yes.
But some of the concepts and some of the language, it might be a little too much for all the other ones. And again, you might poop your pants.
Yeah, it's pretty much 65, 66 specific.
Yes, very, very much.
Yes.
So that starts at 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East, and we'll see you there.
Yes.
All right, everybody. If you're not following me on Instagram, I wish you would, because when they give me a picture and they let me know, guess what, Brandy?
What's up?
I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got a passer. Yes, we do. We got a passer. And I'm going to check real quick and see if my passer's in here, but I don't believe so. They gave me fair warning.
No.
Because this passer is an RVP on their way to Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, on their way to Florida, boarding the old aeroplane as we speak now.
Yep.
And so they were not able to get on.
No.
But gave me some great notes. And we want to say congratulations to Nelly Cervantes. She's passing her Series 26, getting that principal's license, the newest principal on the scene. So congratulations to you getting that Series 26. Literally saw her like what, 2.5 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And she's all, what do you think? Do you think I can get it? I'm like, I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, pretty much.
She goes, what does that mean? I said, well, at the rate that you're studying at, no. I'm all, but if you step it up, you can do anything.
That's true.
She's all, can I though? I'm all, can you? Dude, if you ask me that ever, that's what I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
I'm like, how do I know what you're going to do? It's really you. It's a decision made upon you. You know what I mean? You either decide to do it or you don't. I can't make you get out of bed. I can't make you study. I can't make you do any of that. So she took it as a challenge. And I said, if I put a plan together, Brandy and I put a plan together, and you follow it, yeah, you can make it happen.
Yeah.
But you got to stick to it and no days off. And you really need to get after it. So her soon-to-be husband, Raul, decided to go ahead and just double down. He covered the bases, covered home base, took care of the team while she went out there and studied and, when she needed to, and they got it done. So she did tell me that she was going to be on the plane. So she went ahead and let me some great notes. It's also on the Instagram. You can get this quote. It says, couldn't do it without Andy and Brandy. Not just their Kona system that is second to none, but their accountability and coaching. Reminders all the time that I wasn't a principal. Yes, I would literally see her all the time and I'd say, you're not a principal yet. What's up with that?
Yes.
And Andy challenged me 2 weeks ago. And I said, done. With them, it's possible. Stay accountable.
That's it.
That's it.
And she did.
That's it. Guys, it's all up to you. Just make the choice, make a decision. If you want to know what the difference is, it's really a mental thing. It's really a decision thing. It's really a choice.
Yeah.
And making it happen. That's it. And I have thoroughly enjoyed having Nelly in the Kona family. She's gotten all of her licenses with us from SIE all the way through the Series 26.
Yep.
Her numbers, by the way, were astronomical when she got her Series 63 and got fully licensed. Yes. I think it was like a 30 by 30.
A minimum.
I know she'll correct me again. She'll be like, it was 30 by 65, fool.
Why do I feel 80?
Yeah, it was really high.
It was high.
And she got fully licensed. And then she got her RVP contract.
Yes.
And then she took some time off. And then ever since then, she's been taking barrage after barrage of me telling her, why aren't you a principal yet? And then finally she had enough. And she's all, I'm going to Florida as a principal. That's right. It.
And she did.
And that's it. So congratulations. Can't wait to get the rest of the team. I know we already got a passer for her team this last month.
Yep.
And he's already ready to pass that Series 6. Let's go, Ruben. Your turn to step it up.
That's right.
All right, let's get to it. Let's do test taking techniques Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, here it is. You got the techniques tonight, ready to get your notebooks out, put it in the downright position, get those pins, those highlighters. Let's ready to go because we got rules. The test taking techniques Tuesday. It's not just any old thing. Rule number 1: you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. That looks like a 65. Oh my gosh, that's Series 7 question. Oh my goodness. Guys, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Because what happens is you get inside your head, you think you're not studying and all this stuff. You need to not pay attention to any of that. It's the technique. It's the strategy. It's the tactic. What is she saying? What is she looking at? Why are we reading answers first? By the way, we read answers first. So that way you read the question with intent. Stop double reading. Stop second guessing. These are all things that we teach you guys. Look at the patterns, look at Fermona, all these different little things that we teach. You're going to learn some of those tonight. So you want to really pay attention to all that stuff. And you really want to add these techniques to your arsenal. And how's the best way to do that? Well, that's rule number 2. You practice. You got to get in there and practice. Don't be the Allen Iverson of studying. Guys, you got to practice. You got to add these skills to your arsenal. And the best way to do it is just practice. So we want you to do is right after we're done here, get a 10-question flash quiz. 10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought. That's it. You're drilling for skill here. That means you might get a 20%, might get a 10%. It doesn't matter. If you get a 20%, by the way, let's do the math. Let's say you are scoring, let's say 60% in your simulated without techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Add that 20% of technique on top of what you already know. Guess what that is? 20 plus 60, 80.
Pass.
Pass notice.
Boom, boom.
Pass.
Yep.
Pass. Guys, that's all you need. That's all you need. No one cares how you got the answer on question 64 as long as it's right.
Yep.
They're not going to ask you, can you redo that question because we didn't see your work? No. You walk out of there like George Jefferson and you collect the pass notice and you move on up.
That's right.
That's right. You grab Wheezy and you move on up. That's it. So let's just go get that thing done. Let's do it. Let's test taking techniques.
All right.
Did I put any more 80s, 70s references?
I don't think so.
I lost like all the people under 40, but that's okay. I don't care.
All right. A, the sole individual allowed to access the account, control of the investments in the account only, ownership of the account only, or ownership and control in the investments of the account. Now, you guys might be thinking
Love the end.
B and C have only and A doesn't. But guys, if you pay attention, when it says sole
is another word for what? Only.
Right. So this one is different, and this one does have an and.
What do we say about onlys? It's part of the MONA.
It is MONA. I always have to write this one
It is
out.
our acronym.
Must, only, never, and always. These are usually not true.
MONA is just a little untrue.
That's right. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right. So we're pretty much guessing.
And I love an and an answer. So that's a double for me.
Right. So we're pretty much guessing that the answer is D. Right.
We haven't seen the question yet, Brandy.
I know. Let's look. How an account is registered determines ownership and control of the investments in the account.
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yes. That's it.
That's it.
Yes.
Yes.
Look it. If you were doing this exam question and you did exactly that, you're like, I'm pretty much sure it's D.
Yep.
You look at the question and you go, is that true?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that is true. All right, D, click, go.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Moving on.
That's it.
Remember, these are timed exams. Any little advantage of time you can get, the better.
Exactly. The balance of trade, the payment reserves, the balance of payments, the surplus. Well, I noticed the balance. I got trade and I got payments, right? Trade reminds me of like items.
It reminds me of bartering.
Yeah, like
I got 5 pelts and and you got 6 cubes of butter.
Right. I was thinking
olden times. I know, baseball cards.
Right. But yes, exactly. Pelts. Right. And then payments reminds me of cash.
1800s with that.
I know that one was way back. And then balance of payments reminds me of cash money.
That's it. Like, I ain't taking your trade-ins, man.
Right.
Like, I need cash in hand. I don't care about your old baseball cards.
Now, some of you are probably thinking B and D. Well, I could probably link those too. Yeah, probably. But I'm focusing on A and C because those sound the closest together. Make sense?
Yes, they're very similar.
The flow of money. Oh, I think I can probably just stop there. And then it says between, there's our balance. Right?
Yes.
There you go, guys. That's it.
Done.
That's it. That's
Again, there's another technique right there. If you have 2 answers that are very similar, 90% of the time, it's going to be one of the 2. So you're already at a 50%.
Yes.
They're similar or opposite. You're almost there.
You're pretty much there.
That's all you got to do.
Yes. Oops. All right. Stagnation, stagflation, contraction, deflation. I know this is a stretch, but check this out. That one says stag and that one says stag. Now we've heard of stagnation because that's like a puddle, right?
Right.
And stagflation, that's a weird word.
Right. Well, deflation would be in there with the stagflation. Yeah, because they're flations or nah.
No.
We're looking more at the stags.
Well, I mean, we can go out on a limb and say the flation and the flation. We could do that.
But we know that contraction is what? It's just not fitting.
Well, contraction is like what?
Yeah, it's just not in there.
What? Now,
it's not part of the Asians.
I know what some of you are doing. You're like, well, let's see. I remember back in the
right.
Stop all that.
Remember, we're here to learn a technique and a
Yes.
skill set.
So we're thinking it's B, right? Because the pink and the green.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doubled up.
Right. Economic growth has slowed to a halt with little consumer demand, but prices are still rising. How can that be? If we're not growing, how come price? What? That's so weird. Do you guys see the link?
There's a high demand.
There's no demand.
No demand.
See, it says there, no demand.
No demand.
No demand, but prices are still going up. That's so strange.
Yeah, it's very weird, right?
I'm gonna match it with the weird word. See.
Yeah, because normally when you have high demand,
Mm-hmm.
the prices go way up.
Yeah, you can charge more.
Right?
Uh-huh.
But it's weird if there's no demand for anything, but the prices are going way up.
Yeah, how? What? How? So weird.
That's opposite of everything you know.
Exactly.
And there you go. But say we don't remember any of that. That's where the technique comes in. Hey, you took the first part of a stag because that's part of a, you're very similar to A.
Yeah.
And you took the last part of D because that's very similar to, the last part of D.
There you go.
And there you go. You got a double dip there. That's it. That's it. It works, guys. I'm telling you, it's crazy, but it works.
And it's weird, but it works.
Again, all about getting the pass notice.
Guys, you want to know how I discovered this weird stuff? I was bored.
It's the same lady that memorizes license plate numbers and years.
Guys,
if you drive around with her on a highway, she literally looks at license plate numbers and tries to figure out when that car manufacturer or when that car was bought.
Up until 2008, I was amazing at it. After 2008, not really, because that's when production slowed down. So, yeah.
She does this all the time.
There you go. See. All right. Intraday prices for active traders, the ability to buy on margin, lower operating costs than many mutual funds, or trading costs for active traders. Okay, so check this out. I heard the word active traders twice. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say those are both opposite again.
Are they opposite or similar and you don't know?
Same thing.
Same thing though. Active traders.
Like it's like the fork in the road, right? We came from the left, we came from the right, we meet in the middle, right? Because active traders. Sometimes it starts off going down the path and one goes to the left and one goes to the right. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to make a match, right? I'm looking at intraday pricing and I'm looking at trading costs. Though I could probably, if I took a guess, I'm just going to take a guess here. If I'm an active trader, I probably want intraday pricing because I'm active. I don't want to just sit around.
I want this. I want it in this hour, this next minute.
Right.
The soonest I can get it, the better.
I don't want to wait. I want to know the price right now. Right.
Right.
But then trading costs for active traders, that makes me sad because that means if I'm active, that's probably a lot of money.
Yeah, that's just going to add to the cost of my, the trade or to my trade, and I'm going to lose money, or it's going to cost me more money. Cost is cost, guys, right? We don't need to explain that.
Exactly. All right, so let's look in the question. The question says exchange trade defense. Well, first of all, bold accept. I need to share this with you guys as a coach of taking quizzes. I both love the fact that this word is bold. I hate the fact that this word is bold. I love it when you're in training. When you're in training, having a bold accept helps because you're like, ooh, this is an accept question. But on the exam, guys,
guess what?
Not on the exam bold.
They don't have the bold feature when they typed them out.
Oh, so you may get used to seeing the bold, and then when you go to the exam, you're like, I missed the accept because
New Times Roman, no bold.
Yes.
No italics.
So be aware of that. Okay. So I both love it and hate it. Right. Okay. So it says exchange traded funds offer several attractive advantages, which would be advantage except. So we're looking for the not advantage. It's in the chat. A, B, and C are all benefits. We already said A and D is probably the answer. We happy faced A. A is an advantage. We happy faced the advantage. So I'm going to go with D, the one I sad faced.
Because it's an accept. We're looking for the not advantage. Can we all agree that having an extra cost is not an advantage to anyone?
Yes.
Yeah. That's just common sense. So if you don't know anything that's going on, don't forget your common sense. Exactly. Surface knowledge. A cost is not an advantage.
No. Unless you're the one receiving.
unless you're the one receiving them.
But you're
But
paying.
still, let's not think into too hard about that.
No.
Cost is not an advantage,
Right.
period.
All right. Access equals delivery rule, regulation A, rule 147, regulation D. Now, here's a couple of things. I do see regulation A and D. I also see rule 147
Ooh, I like a number.
and rule. However, look at how regulation, rule 147, and regulation D are all capitalized.
I was also going to say A is the most not specific, most vague answer on there. It's not specific at all, right?
Correct. It's not a title.
It's like a statement of anything.
Right. It's not a title. Regulation A, title. Rule 147, title. Regulation D, title. Access equals delivery rule. It's not a title.
It's a statement.
It's just a statement. So that means, guys, this is the one that's different. And I'm pretty sure that this is going to be an answer. Let's read the question. Each of the following. Wait, it says accept.
Done. Answer it is A. That's it.
Bum,
We
bum.
don't even care about all the other words. I don't remember 1933. Wait, I want to talk about it. No. Stop. It's an accept. We already told you. The different one is the accept.
You know, one of our pastors one day told me that, well, I think she said it on the brew. She said the happy face thing, the like this stuff like up here, all of the stuff really helps you stay relaxed. And when we notice a pattern like this, we notice a technique like this, just go with it, man.
Yeah.
Just go with it. You're mostly right. I mean, where do we have? Ooh, this is the last one. All right, I have fill or kill. Drama.
Very, very dramatic, right?
Very drama.
I fill it or I kill it. That's what I do. That's the only things I do.
Right? Which kind of sounds very similar to all or none. Give me it all or give me none of it. So I'm going to say this is very dramatic too.
Yes.
Right? Dramatic. Drama. Right? And then I have market order. I don't know. And then I have limit order. Sounds very limiting.
Yeah. Very basic observations, guys.
That's it.
We're not even taking anything out of your content. You notice that?
Vocabulary.
We're ignoring content. We're just looking at common sense observations here.
I was thinking that somebody might have looked at this later and said, 10K. What? Right? Okay, so dramatic, I don't know, limiting, dramatic, right?
Favorite tagger, by the way, IDK.
Right? And you're probably going, well, fill or kill are opposite because they're both dramatic. I don't know. I just know that they're dramatic, right?
Right.
Okay. Question. It says, subject to market liquidity, which of the following orders is most likely to be executed immediately? Well, let's see. I know it's not the one that's limiting.
Right.
And it says executed, right? It says executed. Well, I got it or kill or an or
nothing.
Or nothing. So guess what? An or kill or none is going to not execute.
No.
So by process of elimination, guys, I get to this market order, whatever the heck that thing is.
I don't know what it is at all. Guess what? It doesn't matter because the other three were easily eliminated just with common sense.
Just by looking at the words.
That's it.
That's it.
Now, can you go back and look at the explanation and be like, oh yeah, okay, that's why. But look, when you're in the exam, you had a brain fart, nothing's clicking, you had way too much coffee, you're buzzing out of your brains, right? You've had that, right? The jitters, and you just can't sit still. Guys, this is where those techniques pay off. You just go with it. Don't overthink it. And like I said, if it adds an extra 20%, 10% to your score of content that you already know, that's a pass notice. Go with it. Don't question it. Go with it.
If memorization is not your thing, right? Like, man, I have a really hard time with
A personality.
A personalities. Oh my gosh, guys. We all know what these words mean. Fill or kill it. Fill it or get rid of it. All or none. We know what these words mean. We're all over the age of 18. We're all adults. We all have had life experiences.
Yeah.
We know what these words are outside of securities vocabulary. Guys, use it to your advantage.
Yeah, don't throw it away.
Yes.
Yeah, years of knowledge you earned.
Yes.
Look at that gray hair on you.
And be okay with not knowing the right answer, but knowing what you can cross off.
Exactly.
Be okay with not knowing. It's crazy. And somebody put in the chat, and I'll end it with this. Somebody put in the chat when we were just starting, she said, you learn if you're right and you learn if you're wrong.
Always. Doesn't matter. Learning's learning.
Learning is learning.
And it's all an advantage. So take it. Get the win.
That's right.
Take the win.
Don't feel guilty. Just just pick the right choice.
Well, congratulations to Nelly one more time. She just texted me. She was on the plane when she texted. She said, so sorry she could not be here, but I already told her, I already relayed the message.
Yes.
And, but it's not about her. It's about you. Let's go get you a pass notice. And it all starts with taking a quiz, being consistent, doing it every day, day in, day out, learn these techniques, add it to your arsenal. It's only going to help you. And the only way you do it is just get in practice. Like I said, don't be Allen Iverson. Practice, man. Practice. We are talking about practice. Yes, get it done. Practice. We're going to have live session tomorrow for the 65 is math. Remember, if it's not your exam, don't go. You might poop your pants. But we will have Studying Brew for everybody later that night. We're going to have a great one tomorrow night for Hard Hitting Wednesday. We're going to have 529 plans.
What?
We're going to go through the 529 plan. It kicks everybody's butt in every exam. So we're just going to go after it. And we might have a couple other things in there. You never know. So make sure that you are here. Don't be square. What do they say? Be here. I don't know. Same bad time, same bad channel. All right, everybody. Take care. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to practice your techniques. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Be here or be square. Yeah.
No, be there or be